So thank you so much for attending today. We have school just because of this event, okay? So I'm kidding. We're going to have school anyway, okay? So don't be too upset. It's not that bad out there, even though social media, tells me how bad it is every minute, apparently. But congratulations on your recognition and this honor today. So first and foremost, I am proud of you, student athletes, for your accomplishments. But beyond just me being proud of you, we, as a community of Arlington, are proud of you. So you represent Arlington ISD. You have represented Arlington ISD, and you continue to represent Arlington ISD. And you represent us exceptionally well. You've worked hard. You have proven yourself. You have put in a lot of effort over many years to get to where you are today, right? And as Eric said, you have a support structure, not only of your family and friends, but of your teachers and your school that have helped you along the way. And so I think those are important lessons, right? Important lessons in perseverance, in dedication, in committing to something, to working hard. But there's some other lessons too. Being grateful to your parents, your friends, your family, your coaches, your teachers. Being grateful for that journey that you've been on and that support that you've had. And you will continue to have as you progress into college. The other thing to be grateful for is that you're in that very top percent, as Eric said earlier. But you also get an opportunity to further your education. To further your education, to study hard, to work hard, and to have an opportunity to go to college. And really, really dig into something that you love, including sports, but your education. And your education is very valuable. It's as valuable as anything else you have because it stays with you for the rest of your life. And so you have that opportunity as well. And so on behalf of our school district, and we have 60,000 students, and you are at the very top of performance, and you're always, as you know, being looked up to. Whether you realize it or not, how many people look up to you, not only in how well you play and how well you perform, but how you act, how you behave, how you get along in this world. And I encourage you to keep that as a responsibility as you continue your education. Keep that as a responsibility, a very serious one, that you're a model, whether you realize it or not, that you are an example. And that example will continue year after year. And so the last thing I'll say is that make sure that as you go through your own celebration today, and as you continue to what I would call amass your success, that you help others who are in this journey of trying to perform and get to the point that you are at today. Help someone else. Because in helping someone else, it not only brings gratification, but it continues this cycle of excellence in athletics and in Arlington in particular. So before I turn the mic over, I would like to introduce some members of the board who are able to join us here today. So I'll start with our board vice president, Mr. Bowie Hogg. Our board secretary, Ms. Polly Walton. Our school board member, Ms. Melody Fowler. And our board president, Ms. Keisha Mace. So at this time, I'll invite Keisha Mace to come share some words with you. Congratulations and have a great morning.
Good morning, everybody. What a great day, because this is a room that is full of potential, a room that is full of excitement, a room that's full of the unknown. I am very proud to be able to stand up here and to look into the audience of our coaches, our teachers, our principals, our students, on behalf of our AISD school board. In addition, I'm very humbled to be able to stand up here and speak to you as a parent who has been on this side of this stage 3 times. I know what you're feeling. You can cry if you want to, it's okay. Fix your face before you take your pictures. But what a great opportunity. First, I want to say to our coaches and our staff, thank you so much for what you've put into our student athletes. Thank you, coaches, for the time that you've taken away from your own families, for what I say, inputting everything that you have into these young men and these young women. To our student athletes, and I purposefully say student athletes because that's why you are here. That is how you will continue your athletic career. Student first. Make sure you take care of the classroom, and then everything else can follow. Continue to work hard. See yourself being what you want to be. If you can see it, I truly believe that you can do it. Take everything that the coaches have said to you, take it and understand that the information that they've provided for you, the training, is something that now you have to put into practice. Continue to listen to your coaches at the next level, but just remember, you're accountable to yourself. So make sure that you take care of yourself in the classroom and in your athletic career. Now, the elephant in the room, parents, congratulations that your wallets are getting lighter. That is a great thing. I lastly want to say, students and parents, please enjoy this moment, particularly students, because I know you're thinking of the future, but take time to enjoy this moment, because this moment will happen once. This is the moment you can continue to look back on as you do continue your careers and say, wow, I did it, and this is where it started. And don't forget that. Don't forget to thank the people who have input in you. And once again, we are very happy to be able to be a part of your day today. Thank you very much.
Just real quick before we bring our guest speaker up, this is just some statistics of today that kind of brings it in. We have 75 athletes today with accepting scholarships from 10 different sports. We're representing over 54 colleges and universities, and I'm just going to round up at just a little bit under $4 million worth of scholarships. So that's awesome. I mean, that is really awesome. So that's a great job, guys, coaches, parents, everybody involved. That's just a great job. What an accomplishment. I'm going to introduce Bruce Chambers, our assistant athletic director, and he's going to come up and introduce our guest speaker for the day.
This young man, I first met him when he was a senior in high school, just like most of you are. And we had the opportunity when I was at the University of Texas of recruiting him out of Colleen Ellison High School. Unfortunately, he decided to go to the University of Oklahoma. That's another story. But anyway, I've always admired this young man. He's a graduate at the University of Oklahoma. Obviously was a great player there. Drafted by the Chicago Bears as a first-round draft pick. He's played in 3 Pro Bowls. He's played in a Super Bowl. But to me, most importantly, obviously having his undergraduate degree from Oklahoma, and he got his MBA from the University of Miami. And since he stopped playing football, he hasn't stopped. He's continued to be a motivational speaker, obviously business. And I just thought that he would be a perfect fit to speak with you all today about as you further your obviously your athletic careers as well as your educational careers. Without any further ado, Tommie Harris.
Coach Chambers, thank you. Y'all saw how I was walking. I pulled my back at the Super Bowl, playing around, doing some stuff out there. I'm trying to push through it. I told Coach Chambers, he pulled up at my house at 6:15. I said, you UT people don't play, man. You know, I just want to thank y'all so much. I was going to come and do some special stuff that I do when I go out, but this is more of an intimate group to me because I was once where you guys were at 19 years old. So I'm just going to go and be more of like a big brother that has a chance to go back and talk to my younger self and what would I say to myself. I first want to start off by having all the players to stand up, if you could. Players stand up. Okay. In the NFL, that's like $8,000. Your phone go off into me. Note to self. I want y'all to look to your left, to your right, to your guardian, to your parent, to whoever has put hours in tirelessly getting you to where you have, feeding you, paying for stuff, making up beds, changing your underwear, cleaning your stuff. I want you to salute them, thank them, whatever you do right now, give them thank you, praise, clap your hands to your parents. And just give them a thank you, just thank you so they can hear it out loud, right? Can they hear a thank you? Thank you, Mama, thank you, Daddy. All right, you may be seated. We got that out the way. I want to talk to you that as you're on your way to greatness, today is like, if you can envision in your mind, like putting a seed in the ground and having an opportunity to be committed to watering this thing. A lot of people feel like they're already a finished product, but that's not the truth. As you see NFL players, that's 1%. They say more people have a better chance of getting struck by lightning than making it to the NFL. It takes hard work to make it to the NFL, to make it to collegiate sports, period, to play soccer, women's soccer, softball, all the different sports that are out there. But I want you all to really take in this moment, like the lady said before me, to take in this moment to really get a chance to take it all in. And once you take it in, breathe it all out. But breathing all out is the promise of executing that every day I will water my plant. The number one thing I want to tell you guys that in order to get this thing moving and in motion is you got to understand for real. No helmets, no good tennis shoes, no soccer ball, no baseball, no nothing without education. It sounds good, you made it this far, but if you don't have no education, education is the new gas money. Education is the new gas money. Have you ever seen anyone follow a parked car? A car that ain't got no gas ain't going nowhere. And I want to tell you that each day as you continue to go in, the battle becomes feeding the pink thing, the mind. Feeding the mind. When I say watering the plant, that's watering the mind, the body. Educating yourself, taking this skill set serious. That when you're in class, sit in the front of the class as an athlete because you're on double duty. You're on double duty. A student athlete is you're working two things that regular students party and go to school. We party, go to school, and get good grades. But student athlete got a lot that he must take on. For real. But we're going to be educated partiers. You know what I mean? Because we know education is the one. I said education is the one. There we go. So we got to lock in there, lock in our education to get this thing going. The second thing I want to tell you, that as you're on this journey, as you're on your way to greatness, to remember and always recognize that no game can be won without a proper huddle. And what I mean by this huddle is what's got you here this far. My mother would always tell me, baby, if you hang around trash long enough, you'll start smelling like it. So I had to realize at an early age to start picking proper people in my huddle. If you ain't going the same direction I'm going, I got to make a cut. If I want to make this big play in my life and I want to score touchdowns in my life, I got to have proper people that makes me successful that I can get the pass off without getting hit all the time. And what's getting hit all the time is that homeboy that didn't do your grades and didn't make it, or that homegirl that didn't make it, but she's your best friend and she ends up coming to school, or he ends up coming to school with you. He can mess up your huddle. You want to talk about over my career, I've seen a lot of guys that had all the talent, but they didn't know how to make the proper cuts. So they were great, but they couldn't get a play off, constantly getting sacked because they couldn't tell their friend that you're not good for me. You're not blocking my blind side. They couldn't tell their homegirl that, baby, I don't do that no more. When you get an opportunity, you see how much money they had up there? $3.9 million is what y'all bring in this room today. Give yourself another round of applause. I heard the lady before me, she say, your parents go ahead and cry. I said, my parents was crying because they didn't have to pay for nothing. They were so excited. I mean, this is a great, great opportunity to sit in here with you wonderful people. After knowing that who's in your huddle, you must recognize now how to hit the point. You must learn how to properly aim. And what makes any great quarterback successful is that he must learn how to point at his target and hit it every time. And if he can do it more than 9 times out of 10, he will be more successful than the average quarterback. Right now, I want you guys to lock on. Grab it, reach inside your pocket. Yeah, I'm not the only one going to work when I talk. Come on. Reach inside your pocket to the players. All the athletes, reach inside your pocket. I want you in your mind to really just think about the thing you really want to do, to be. Reach inside your pocket. Now take that thing out, and I want you to point at it. Take it out and point at it. See? You take it out and point at it. Do you got the point? Let me tell you right now, the reason why I do this because in athletics, you're going to have to come sometimes, and the coach is going to ask something of you, and if you're too cool and you don't feel like it today, you're usually going to miss the point. The ones that didn't participate and was too cool, you missed the point. And what I mean by too cool is when I say aim at something, always remember that aim means my attitudes in moments. And when I fix my attitudes in moments, I usually have a successful rate at hitting the point. So when someone or a coach or authority asks something of you, requests something of you, they're not just talking just to be talking. They're asking you to lock in with them and see, can he listen? Can he pay attention? Can he follow directions? Is he too cool that he can't? Because there's a lot of other kids waiting for him to blow this opportunity. This ain't no favorite. It's a lot of guys waiting to say, hey, coach, he late all the time. That's going to be your homeboy, too, who going to party with you and everything. He going to see he ain't as committed as me, coach. So I want y'all to lock in, really take this thing serious. And at the end of the day, I want you to, there's a story I like to say about this old grandfather. I'm into the story right now. There's an old grandfather that he has an opportunity to take his grandson over to the swing set. The grandson say, Grandfather, are we going back over to the swing set today? Grandfather replies to him, like any other great grandfather, he says, sure, grandson. As he goes over and begins to walk to the favorite tree that the grandson loved him and his grandfather to swing on, the little grandson say, Grandfather, there's a butterfly hanging out the cocoon with one arm hanging out. He said, can you save it? One of the wings that were hanging out was so beautiful and immaculate, and the other arm was stuck in, and it was pulling in there, fighting. And like any other great grandfather, he said, sure, grandson. While this thing is fighting for its life, looking as though it is struggling, the grandfather, right as the butterfly is about to take off and become a butterfly and go into its process, grandfather cuts it out. And it falls, and it never becomes the butterfly it was meant to be. I want to tell you the number one thing in this world that I want you to lock in with is the butterfly effect. You guys are going through a phase right now. This is the first phase. This is the seed, the larva, the caterpillar, the worm becoming. Now the second part of this becomes the pupa. The pupa is now committing to something. Really locking in, saying, okay, I'm going to be different than everyone in my neighborhood. I'm going to set different goals. I'm going to have higher standards. It is committing to a process. The third part of the metamorphosis of the butterfly becomes the Christus. It is the last final stage of having, is seeing if you thorough. Where I'm from, they say that boy thorough. That means he for real. You ain't got to even say a lot about it. He just thorough. He 100. Mean he went through the process. He committed. He's strong. He mighty. He thorough. I want to tell you the number one thing in your life that's going to make you successful is how you commit to your process. There will be a lot of pain in this life and struggle, but I ask you that you lock into your will and not how you feel. The people that feel good about football are not in this room. These are all the people that willed themselves to get up, to go to practice, to commit to keep making good grades, to commit. You willed yourself to a free scholarship. And it ain't free. I take that back. That's the catch. This the game that you're going to work for. This is the game where you're going to work for. But at the last stage of becoming this chrysalis, the chrysalis is where you become the special person. It's the person that walks in a room and people say, man, you heard that boy's story? It's the thing that committed to something when everyone else quitted on you. You stayed in the weight room. You worked. You did extra push-ups. You did sit-ups. You did everything different than everyone else. You committed to a process. I want to tell you today, if you can commit to this process, there's so much value in flying. There's so much value in flying. And throughout this commitment to all these different colleges you're going through, there's going to be someone, they're always there, that's going to try to cut you out your process. He going to tell you it's too hard, just quit. Yeah, man, have another drink, man. We could party. You know you got practice. Come on, man, you could do, no, man, I can't. You better not let nobody cut you out of your process. You understand me? I believe that you guys can do incredible things. Student athletes are going to save the world. We're waking up at a rate right now that you can do anything you want. I have a master's degree. I work deals with Google. I speak on $1 million councils. I'm on boards. And if you don't believe me, I was the first to ever make $10 million per season in the NFL as a defensive lineman. I know I'm skinny now, but I could throw some weight around. I end up retiring, and the pain I'm talking about, I end up retiring early because my wife passed away of a brain aneurysm. So I'm not sitting here as no high and mighty coming through telling y'all something you can't do. I'm coming here as broken as they can come and telling y'all can make it. But one thing let me give you one more thing, because this is important. Authority, you guys are in seats of authority right now. If you can access vulnerability, vulnerability is what your parents taught you, the real things that hurt you and the things that if you can access that thing, wherever you are in your life, authority plus vulnerability equals whatever is under your leadership. The teammates, the guys that look up to you in your community, little kids in your neighborhood, you allow them to flourish. You become relatable. You ain't too cool. If they ask you to point at something, you're going to point, right? You're not too cool. But if authority, people of power lack vulnerability, everything under them, around them suffers. I'm telling y'all for real, lock into whatever you want. And on your road to greatness, man, the world will follow you, man. I love y'all. God bless y'all. Do your best, bro.
Thank you. Very powerful message. I was blessed to hear it. So thank you again, Tommie, for coming and speaking. And guys, take a minute and there was a lot said there. And really let it sink in. Really let that sink in. There's a lot of powerful message there. But thank you again. What a great message.
Tommie, I think I'd want to give you the ball when it's 4th and 1. Parents, coaches, teachers, friends, and school board members, welcome to the 2020 National Signing Day. Again, we are here this much anticipated morning in February. All this, of course, culminates 4 years of hard work for you seniors, and get ready for what lies ahead for the next 4 years. As Eric said, 54 colleges and universities are represented, and I don't know if there's another district in the state that can lay claim to that. Think about it, 54 different colleges and universities. 75 athletes overall have signed letters this morning, and Dr. Cavazos, that might be a record, over 75. All right, being with Arlington High School men's basketball. Jaden Slack Southeastern Oklahoma State University. Colt football, he's unable to attend this morning. He's enrolled at Montana State University. Charles Brown, Montana State University. Continuing with Colt football, Jerry Jones, Navarro College. Cavante McGowan, Northwestern Oklahoma State University. Alex Reeder, Southeastern Oklahoma State University. Also not in attendance, but we do want to recognize Jahari Rogers, University of Florida. Pierce Salyer, Hardin-Simmons University. Caleb Tobias, Southeastern Oklahoma State University. Colt women's soccer, Olivia Alvarez, Texas A&M Corpus. Caroline Poole, Hardin-Simmons University. If we could have Bowie High. Bowie women's basketball, Alexa Smith, Colby Community College. Bowie football, Deontay Betts, University of Tulsa. Elijah Carr, Fullerton College. Jalen Curvin, Cisco College. Jaron Johnson, Air Force Academy. Jaden Landrum, Southern University. Deontay Prevost, Kilgore College. Marcella Sims, Cisco College. Keen Winters, Kilgore College. Bowie women's soccer, Haven Cooksey, Bryant, and Stratton College. Alana Cordero, Hill College. Men's track, Mark Gray, Fort Scott Community College. Garvin Tolbert, Fort Scott Community College. All right, continuing alphabetically, if we could have Lamar High School next. All right, Vikes, Lamar Baseball, Cameron Wiley, University of New Mexico. Lamar Football, Laquelle Blaylock, Rochester Community and Technical College. Tristan Crowder, McPherson College. Jack Dawson, Fort Hays State University. James Douglas, Cisco College. Colt Fuller, Fort Hays State University. James Grando, Cisco College. Keswin Kinney, Southwest Baptist University. Javion Moore, Navarro College. David Salas, Northwestern Oklahoma State University. Not present, but he signed with Missouri Valley College, Keno Thedford. Braxton Thomas, Southwestern Oklahoma State University. Trevon West, University of Oklahoma. Lamar Women's Soccer, Mia Palladini, Ouachita Baptist University. Women's track, Jada Sneed, Fort Scott Community College. Lamar Volleyball, Kennedy Stanford, Colorado State University. Thank you, Lamar. Next up, Martin High. Martin Baseball, Colin Adams, Panola College. Reed Carrick, Richland College. Hudson Home Concordia University. Cade McWilliams, Hendricks College. Elijah Nunez, TCU. Martin football, Christian Anderson, Southwest Baptist University. Vern Angton, McMurray University. Mikhail Carradine, East Texas Baptist University. Jonathan Carter, Navarro College. Chris Kraft, Southeastern Oklahoma State University. Julian Johnson, Cisco College. Edward Jones IV, United States Naval Academy. Samuel Ledesma, Sterling College. Jaden Miles, Wayland Baptist University. KJ Polk, Cisco College. Christian Traylor, Texas A&M University Commerce. Ryan Wallace, Rice University. Men's soccer, Aiden Martinez, Rose State College. Women's soccer, Elizabeth Rochin, University of Arkansas, Rich Mountain. Martin softball, Cyril Lewis, University of Texas, Dallas. Brittany Lopeman, Langston University. Alyssa Mason, Sterling College. Not present, she'll attend a Ranger College, Kimberly Santiago, Ranger College. Martin swimming, Stephanie Hayward, Urbana University. Martin volleyball, Jasmine Dorton, Washita Baptist University. Macy Langford, Central Arkansas University. Kylie Loftus, Virginia Commonwealth University. Carly Long, Texas Wesleyan University. Martin Women's Tennis, Haley Moyer, John Brown University. Not present, but we do want to recognize Martin Men's Wrestling, Dominic Chavez, Presbyterian College. All right, Martin, thank you very much. Sam Houston next. Sam Houston Baseball, Noberto Coronado, Vernon College. Sam Houston Football, Bryce Oliver, Trinity Valley Community College. Sam Houston Men's Soccer, Jose Ortiz, SMU. Thank you, Sam Houston. And our final school this morning, Seguin High. Seguin Football, Jalen Hunter, Stephen F. Austin State University. Akira Merez, Austin College. Ugana Nana, University of Houston. That concludes our list. Once again, how about a nice round of applause for these hardworking seniors?
Thank you again for everybody attending. Thank you, Dr. Cavazos and board members, for being here to celebrate today. We've got a little bit of housekeeping that we're going to do now, but I want to say this one more time one more round of applause for everybody in the room today.